All right.
Alright, so we're back and we're going to have someone else pop in. So down below me is the one and only, and
So
is himself,
play your boy Angel.
Angel, and the Isekai campaign that I'm hosting pretty much every Thursday. And um, well, I just want to say first thoughts on what happened. Let me get him back in here. Why you back?
Yep, I'm here. My
Alright,
Welcome
bad.
back, Wyatt.
Better.
good to
Hi.
see you, man. Alright, so this is Hadak, otherwise known as Wyatt, otherwise known as Vash,
Unfortunately.
and was otherwise known as the newest party member of this bumbling morons that sells
I also
Valentine.
sometimes go by idiot or dumbass.
Sam says dumbass, and you hear a loud sneeze in the distance.
I remember that.
Oh, that was my. By the way, Soul, that was my cue of I better start getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never
I
thought
was,
of
I
that.
was honestly, you guys were saying it earlier, and I was just thinking of going in, and going. Sorry, guys, sneezing.
That would have been a dead giveaway. So I just said that you hear a loud
Dead
sneeze in the
giveaway.
distance.
Yeah, I just waited. I
Yeah,
had water to keep me healthy, so don't worry.
I would have handled it anyways. So first impressions on the lovely, lovely man we know as the wall destroying, door crushing, face smashing Hadak.
I hope the smile can already say a lot because
I'm glad
I
you enjoyed. I was so nervous. Like I hopped in, I was like, "Oh God!"
Me and him talked in private afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I was so fucking nervous at first, and then once everyone started
I
laughing,
came
I was
from
like,
splitting wood to sitting here listening to this, trying to prepare a character voice. And I was like, uh.
dude, I've heard stories of you and other
this
campaigns.
is a
Oh no.
you can just look at the campaign with me underneath. Those will be located on twitch.tv/tinvana.
Listen.
Free
We
plug.
just went in. No one made a choice. I made the choice. Okay.
Literally, it was. So, are we going to go into this cave? He's already going into the cave. Oh shit!
I cannot explain the amount of arguing me and Aqua had beforehand. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, and after it was, why'd you do that? And I was sick of everyone arguing. I made a choice for us. No one's making a choice.
There we go.
I made it.
So
Oh,
he plays a paladin in that, and if you know anything about paladins, they should be thinking about their actions. He doesn't. There is no thought process behind his brain.
Listen, I take a lot after Haddock. I'm very simple.
No, Hadak takes a lot after you.
Half the time I say things and then I'm like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Well,
Yeah, yep.
so something to say about Haddock. Great character to work with as a new player, and to see from player to character, it is absolutely wondrous to see such diverse characters in the fucking game. And Haddock is one of two characters that scare me as a player.
Like, let's just look at all the characters we have thus far. We have Sam, we have Angel, we have Valentine, we have Sonya, we have Vash, we now have Hadak. We had two other people who have split away from these guys, so they're not of importance anymore. Out of all of those,
Yes.
honestly, my favorite character that, like, for their introduction, like, yes, you guys had your D&D introduction, so yours was pretty basic, but for, like, characters who have just spawned into reality, I feel like Haddix was probably the best interaction to introduce the character.
I love how the first roll was a nat 20. That really set that up for greatness.
That just sets the mood of who he is, because like you look at Vash, he's like, oh yeah, he's the big damage dealer. Nobody's gonna kill him, and then he walks up. Let me shake your hand.
What really set it in for me is when the bartender said something in the bar to us, say, "Hey, no fighting, otherwise I'm gonna kick your ass," essentially. And then the bartender sees Hadak come in. He's like, "Oh, hey, Hadak, how are you doing?" And
How you doing?
when the bartender doesn't do shit in his own bar, you know not to mess with him.
Homeboy literally strolled up, fucking One Piece overtaken soundtrack blaring as he kicks through the door. Bartender looks over, "Sup, bro? You kicking someone's ass?" "Yup." "Alright, you do you, man. Just repair my window when you come back."
I love that.
Okay, when you get back, bro.
Same window as Tuesday, same window as Tuesday. Ah.
Not again. I had to repair that wall 5 times this week. It's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. Oh.
It's such a great character. So
I felt a lot better afterwards when I asked you guys. Hopefully, you guys will let me come back. I felt way better. I was like, oh, maybe they liked the character. Thank God.
Even though he is like an he's supposed to be like an NPC in player character form. He's like, this is pretty much like a NPC with its own thought process that I don't control. So honestly, I could be in control of Hadak, but I don't think that it would.
You call that a thought process?
I don't think I could do the character any justice with my thoughts. Like, you have my NPC, the main one that I'm playing as while being the DM, as Sam, and her ideas come from my head, which is what I would think of in this situation. So whatever she does, I would do. Let that be a warning to anyone.
I'm a very straightforward person.
Yeah, it literally said, if you shoot him, you die.
I like how you suggested I should ask first. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Hey, Hadak, do you mind if I shoot him?
You're good with that. No. Oh, okay.
No, leave
Nice
it
to
to
know.
me. Okay. Have a nice one. I'll skip my time.
Christmas.
Boy, literally, like, Angel is this World War II veteran that shouldn't get scared by much, but this
No.
scares him.
He shouldn't get scared by much.
How
Angel,
tall is Angel?
Like 6 foot something.
about 6'3", approximate.
So I just want to point out, you're like, oh yeah, he's a World War II veteran. He shouldn't get scared. This is a literal 2 and 3 inches
6'5".
a whole 2 feet taller than him, just walks up and is
It's
like,
not
"Oh, and
the size; it's the attitude.
The force of presence.
the not giving a fuck."
Literally.
Yeah, that's the part that Angel's scared of.
Also,
You don't give two shits.
Also, you gotta understand the first interaction as well would probably ding some bells in Angel's head. Like, we saw Vash fight. Vash kicked ass. Vash almost had his arm broke from a handshake.
Yeah.
I was telling
Yeah.
Aqua the other day, and I was like, yeah, I think it's so perfect that I know jack shit about this campaign. Because in my head for Hadak, he never left his home island, and the only other island he's went to is this one. So he knows nothing about anything.
I feel like
It's great.
he's just gonna stick with Sam and go where she goes. That way she doesn't forget him again.
Oh shit! I'm realizing something.
What have you realized? Also, remember what I said earlier to you, Soul? Ponder some questions to ask this Dill for brains down here.
Questions for Dill for Brains or questions for you?
Both of us.
I'm an open book.
I don't have a lot of questions for them. I thought of some really stupid ones in like the 5 minutes I had for you.
Go ahead, shoot.
Somewhat. They're off the top of my head. So I'm curious what thought process goes through your head when you lay something out specifically for the players to find. You give subtle hints and all that, and yet we just say, you know what? We don't want that. We're going to go this way. What's the thought process on that?
Either one way or another, I'm shoving it in your pocket. I'm joking.
Yeah, like,
No, if you guys don't want it, you guys don't have to take it. It's always up to you guys to pick it up or not. And hey, there's this yellow brick road here, but there's this burnt, broken, beaten path this way. I'm gonna take the beaten path. Okay.
That one's covered in piss. That one looks like I could fight someone. Let's go!
Once again, like to those DMs, that are pretty much strictly story based. Like, yes, this is strictly story based, but also, if they don't go where I want them to go, oh well. They just miss out on opportunities, XP, and equipment. It's a downfall to the players, but also like, oh well, they might get something eventually.
Not even that. From what I've seen from you do so far is if I remember in the first section of this campaign, the first island when everyone was getting in new, you told me as a player after the fact that if Angel didn't do what he did, if he did not go to that house and then proceed to follow and make that promise to that little boy, that something big was going to happen. And I know for a fact that even if we skip something, if it's a person and it's an important person, you'll make us pay for it later.
Every action has consequences. The game doesn't pause when you guys aren't around. It's not like
and I fucking love that.
It's not like
Can you imagine if you missed me?
Oh yeah, no, they were originally what direction were you guys originally trying to figure out where to go?
So we were the only direction we could go really was the direction of the paper because one, Sam was knocked out. She is the person that Angel goes to for any knowledge. He doesn't know anything about this world. He now has access to a library which he's going to gather all the information he needs, but Angel had no choice. He had no idea where to go to resurrect the next deity.
So pretty much.
You guys are what?
Resurrecting the gods. There are no gods that are currently alive. None.
I cannot tell you how much I feel like my character right now. I literally have no idea what's happening. Fucking cut wood, make things, stab people. That's all I do. I'm on a new island. Same thing.
Stab? Alright, we good.
He did? Okay. Moving on.
I love the character process.
I have no idea what's happening.
So, one of the things that I kind of did Soul break because he's just been sitting like that.
I did. I see my face holding still and I hate it.
Oh, no.
Here, let me try this again.
Alright.
If only I had a camera too.
Fuck!
I'm broke.
I did it again!
So, he pretty much...
Oops, I did it again.
So, one thing that I'm going to start introducing where like players can control the NPCs that are in combat. So, I'm just going to hand ownership of Sam to Hadak.
I feel like you shouldn't do that
I
because
feel like I shouldn't because
if you do that, you know it's just gonna be a lot of straightforward, attack the thing right in front of me. There's gonna be no thinking, or it's gonna be a lot of pauses because I'm gonna have to actually use my brain cell. And that's not...
Can I input my 2 cents on that?
Yeah.
I feel like that is a good thing, especially considering how Aqua explained Sam and how Sam is acting. She's going to be around you the most. You are her protector, and she will protect you. With how Sam plays, it's hit. It's hit. Oh, you're not dead? Full force, next go. I didn't kill you the first time, as said. I'll do it this time, and I'll do it right, which will work perfect with Hadak.
Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't cut you in half. Here, let me make do.
But yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's a good decision on their part.
Alright.
And she's
Alright.
she's more strategic where she'll move around and try to like not be in their line of sight 24/7. But she's
My camera's broken.
Unplug it and replug it, dick.
Just froze for an extra long period. Every time his camera on goes off, all I hear is the Discord leaving notifications. Doo-doom. Every time the camera shows up, doo-doo.
So, with
Oh god.
with the introduction of Hadak, I know I've already said this, but with
Yes,
Hadak being
hands.
introduced and with Vash being introduced, which character do you think their introduction was better?
My opinion personally, or to the group?
Just your opinion.
My opinion personally, Haddock was really entertaining. It made me laugh, the character, and learning so much. But Vash, we had the whole grand portal that you described, the whole walk through and go, the characters,
Mhm.
the race across the bridge, and the quick funeral.
I just wanna point out that Wyatt himself actually had a different way of introducing Hadak.
I did.
Would
I
you like
was
to please,
preparing this different. I
please,
was preparing this the
please?
whole time. So essentially, the way I had it is the only bit of knowledge I knew was okay, they're following the Beaver card, and the Beaver card goes to me. That's all I knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and the other thing I knew was that I'm on Sam's island and they wear the kimonos. And as I hopefully you heard yesterday, his normal outfit is just black pants, no shoes, and
Yep.
this mammoth hide with a rope around it.
Yep.
So he
I.
doesn't
Mhm.
normally wear anything so the like thing I had was him like just
Oh,
in the
it's so
middle.
hot.
Yeah, just in the middle of town, just get this fucking this constraint off of me, and then he just rips it because he
I
can't
love that.
breathe.
I loved it.
I botched the character introduction, but honestly, if I had just let him up
I
there
think you
and
made
let
it
him
better because then I got to break man's hand.
literally dust falls from hand. That's not
How I
fair.
was described it, how I was described to it yesterday from Aqua was the way I have to understand it is they thought Vosh was the strongest one, and this fucking holly jolly dumbass comes out of nowhere and goes, "Hey!"
Ah!
It's pretty much what Vash
uh,
was beforehand.
yeah.
Vash was like the strongest one, the guy that you don't mess with.
Vash was the strongest in strength.
Like he was the hardest
Now we're
hitting.
tied.
He was the hardest hitting, and like you just don't want to mess with him. Get on his bad side. And then this holly jolly Santa Claus looking motherfucker rounds the block, runs into his face, and then shoots his head.
I'm imagining him, the old Beetlejuice movie. It's showtime.
He didn't even
I
accept my
loved it.
first offer. My first offer was, "Let's fight." He's just, "Nah, arm wrestle," and then it just evolved into, "Nah, handshake."
No, he wanted a handshake straight from the back. Something got lost in translation there.
Sam said, "Why
That's
don't you
probably
just
gonna
do
happen a lot.
Sam just said, "Why don't you guys just do an arm wrestle instead of a
That's
handshake?"
what happened.
Sam, because fighting in her country in the middle of town square wouldn't really be a good first impression when she comes back.
Oh boy, you should have seen the first impression when I got to this island. Whoo! Horrendous! Literally no shoes, no shirt, no service, and I have none of those.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. Did you have pants when you joined on the island, or is that why Sam grabbed you so fast?
She came to my island.
She came to your island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
You
is
got
no
kidnapped.
I wouldn't have made it off my island if she didn't came to mine.
Yeah, no, Sam went to their island and introduced them to like shipbuilding, so on and so forth. By the way,
Oh.
your island has eventually spread out and has like started
Oh,
selling
finally.
like with the
My
knowledge
hometown is prospering.
with the knowledge of where you are, they come over, get swords from you for them to sell, and they sell it, give you a small portion of it. I'm joking, like 90% of it they keep 10.
I wouldn't care. This is my hometown.
They pretty much
They could take it
Hometown
all.
prosper.
Yeah.
they pretty much just take what you will give them and then they sell it. So you're
Yep.
The little backstory I had, like the only thing I really came up for Hadak was he was born on this cold ass island where it's fight or die and just abandoned. And then he learned how to
Damn.
smith and then found the Colosseum and then became the champion.
like what was it, 10,000 and 0?
Yeah, 10,000 and 0, and then yeah, shit went down. And then I was force fed the magma fruit.
You were force fed.
Ah,
Damn.
conked
Sam did
out.
that.
Just
Sam did that. She literally shoved the fruit in his mouth, closed his jaw, open, close, open, close, open, close, made him.
Haddock got screwed. I need to
No,
reconsider not calling Sam Princess.
honestly, because of
it
how
was more of a funny thing. Honestly, if you were there when I think you would have been laughing too because it was like Haddock decided, okay, if I'm going to lose to someone and I'm gonna give up the title of championship, I want it to be someone of my choosing. And he saw Sam as worthy, so when they were doing the battle, Sam was like, she somehow, I don't know how, heard that Haddock was like, I'm gonna forfeit after a little bit into the fight. So she wins, and I get to keep my life because I like to live.
you told her you were gonna forfeit the night before,
Oh shit. My memory's already going.
and then you got punched so
But
Brr.
you forgot it all.
in the middle of the fight, it was some shit happened, and then all of a sudden I was about to forfeit, and she's trying to knock me out, and I was just running, and she like stabbed me in the arm, and I was playing like fucking tic-tac-toe on my bleeded arm with her essentially, and I won the game of tic-tac-toe and said I forfeit,
I win.
and I just looked at her and said
What the
I
hell?
win, and then she knocked me out.
But no, I think you passed out due to blood loss because
Oh, yeah.
she went for a lethal blow on your arm.
Fucking bleeding, I'm playing tic-tac-toe quickly.
Pretty much just cut him straight to the bone of his giant arm. Rather than
Did you like the detail about the scar on my back?
Yeah, what do you think of the character's design?
I'm a visual learner, but from what the image in my mind has created after being described, Haddock,
Tried so hard to paint a good word picture.
It's one hell of a way to describe D&D in a nutshell. A word picture.
Haddock is the one person I'd be glad I'd have to look up to because I'd be very afraid if I had to look down to him because my ass would be getting kicked to make me look up at him.
If you were looking down at him, he'd be down on the floor bleeding out. And if he is,
Honestly,
he's about to stand back up, stare at the person who punched him that hard, and say, "Oh, that was a really good one."
Isn't that what happened at some point last night? There was a fist thing going on. Like punches?
Whoa, there was no fist thing going on.
Okay, so weren't they punching each other? Vash
No,
and
I
Haddock,
grabbed-
didn't they punch each other each
No.
once?
Yeah, they punched each other at least once.
Oh yeah.
Handshake, punch, booze.
Because I broke his hand and then he said he'd give me back, and then he swung at my face and I missed my punch.
Ah, that's where I'm remembering it.
Yeah, there was a test of strength by them punching each other.
I thought you were
All
talking
right.
about against Bill, and we're like, nah, I grabbed that guy by the fucking dome.
Gone. Reduced
Bill's-
to literally just terms of destruction.
You melted him.
Yeah,
You
he was
melted him.
ice.
He turned the
My
ice
drink's too
into-
cold. Oof.
He turned the ice into atoms.
That's hot. Literally.
Wait, no, he didn't turn
Eh.
the ice. He didn't turn the ice into atoms. He turned the ice into ash. That's what he did. I don't think
He-
that's scientifically possible.
Maybe. I know he can burn the H2O molecules straight into hydrogen, which then burn.
That's scientific-
Hydrogen is an atom.
No, it's an element. My bad.
Oh yeah, true.
That's scientific. I
Can
don't
I-
think he understands
Aqua.
what that is.
Akko, are we able? Can I tell him about one of the things that I could have had
Oh
when
yeah,
we
you
were
can tell him all
finishing
the
up
things
Hadak?
that we were that I was
Okay,
listing out.
so one of the he gave me like he just listed out a bunch of fruits out of each category, and I picked,
I
and
told you.
eventually it came down to me literally flipping a coin.
Mhm.
Like
You
I
flipped
cannot tell
2
you,
coins.
I did not. I flipped 2 coins. I did not pick the magma. I literally let fate take hold.
So pretty much there
But
was these were the fruits that were
the
left. So it went a steel fruit, which he became a steel man. There was the hold on, brain cell turned off for a moment.
it was the King Kong Zoan,
Zone.
and then the one I had to flip a coin on was the blue flame that was like ice to flame, or the magma one, and I flipped and magma won. And then I was thinking about I wanted to take King Kong or magma, but as me and Aqua talked more, I was like, I think King Kong just makes more sense for me because if any of my friends saw that I could do that, they would just laugh and go, "Big monkey turn into big monkey." That's funny.
Monkey become bigger monkey.
But I think the coolest thing about that was the way Aqua described the scar on my back when I would turn into the monkey would still be there, and then I just have this massive. I was like, "Oh, that's so fucking cool."
Yeah.
Like
But I let
originally
Lady Luck decide.
he wanted a silverback, and I said you'd need like silver hair on your head for
Yeah,
that.
I need silver, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stick with
so
my.
pretty much just like all of those scars on his front would be on the monkey, and then this deep scar on his back would be there as well. And for
God,
those of you who don't understand, King Kong monkey.
King Kong.
big motherfucking monkey.
If you don't know who King Kong is, I'm sorry.
Go watch a movie.
Imagine a full-grown woman the size of a monkey's thumb. There you go, King Kong.
That's not a great word pick. Imagine a monkey about the same size as the Empire State Building. There you go.
Not the same
He's
size.
not
He can
that
dangle off the
tall.
top of it.
Okay,
You're thinking Godzilla.
okay.
He's
I'm
like
sorry.
3 stories
No,
tall,
okay,
3 to 4 stories, I think.
We're just attacking them.
okay. In Kong versus Godzilla, they're about the same height. So that means if yeah, no, they were pretty much eye to eye, except Godzilla might have been here on Kong. His eyes might have been up here.
The
But
real
they were
6 foot 5'11" kind of match, huh?
yeah, it really was.
I
But
got you.
honestly, these were the zones that I was giving him. A couple of them were normal. One was like a polar
Yeah.
bear.
Okay,
One
so
was
I
King
was
Kong. One was Godzilla, and he had one of those
literally
too.
typed. I typed to myself when I found the one I want. I just typed to my tablet Discord, so I typed just Kong. I literally still have the messages, and literally, if I were to look at my tablet, it just says Steel Kong Magma. Just out of nowhere. So he starts going on with the zones more, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, Dragon, Godzilla." I'm like, "You waited till the end to tell me all of these?"
Yeah, I was gonna save
What
the
the f-
as so. I actually told him when I was describing the Logias, I said I'm gonna do them in order of what I think you'll choose and what I don't think you'll choose. So I did what least likely to most likely, and Magma and Blue Flame were the highest up.
I think out of Kong and Magma makes more sense from a story standpoint since I'm a blacksmith.
Magma makes the most sense for the
Kong's just
character.
funny.
Magma makes the most sense for the character, but it just tell me so that it wouldn't just be funny hearing Hadak stroll up and go, "Hi, my name's Hadak. I'm a giant monkey," and then turn into King Kong and punch someone across the stratosphere.
You just like see like someone sends Haddock fucking flying, and you're like, "Oh shit, he's gone!" And then a giant monkey appears out of nowhere. Damn, that
Okay,
hurt.
I have a feeling I know who's getting punched into the ocean.
Oh.
Also,
Sonya.
she can easily be
Why?
picked up and thrown. She's like 3 foot tall. Haddoc's literally 5 foot above her.
My shin is talking. Holy crap.
Please say that so that. Please tell Final's character that my shit's talking.
I said
Please.
my shin, not my shit. Either one's good.
Look,
I'm sorry.
as she's like, need to understand. Oh, I didn't know my knee could talk.
Do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur? Nah. Ah, fantastic. There's no TP out here in the woods.
Why? What did you call Sonya when we were talking in private?
I don't remember. I think I just said rabbit girl. Something.
I think you said dinner.
Oh yeah, guys, your dinner's talking to me. What do I do?
Oh shit!
So that's
Oh no!
Aqua was calling me on that last night. Like, Aqua was calling me out on that. Like, you called the angel man who found my weapons. I'm like, I don't know anyone's names. No one introduced themselves to me other than Vash. So, okay, he's the one who found my weapons. Bam.
man who found weapons. Thank you. Hello.
Pretty much. Man with fancy hat.
Man,
He's such a simple-minded individual. He just describes what he sees.
it's nice. It's nice.
You know, they always are like, man, you're so simple. I just think that people are starting to get jealous of how simple I am.
Yeah,
I am. I overfucked my character.
I would love to have
Oh.
your thought process when it comes to like decision.
There's no thought process.
I feel like
Exactly.
you grab a dice, drop it on the table, and it's like, okay.
The reason I waited, because Aqua told me, yeah, we roll physical dice sometimes, so I have a set here. So I wasn't sure if I'd used it, and all of a sudden I saw Vash rolling the thing. I was like, oh, cool. There, I get to do this. And I was so nervous, and all of a sudden the 20 came out, and I was sitting there. I was literally mid-conversation, like, oh, yeah.
That's what I heard yesterday.
That was me.
Here's the thing. I wasn't looking at the rolls. I was looking at something else at the moment. And then I looked up as everyone's screaming, and I click it, and it's a nat 20. And the moment I realized it, I know you guys could literally just see this, but my face, I put my hands up like this and just started.
Aqua was telling me that someone's first roll was a nat 1, and I was like, oh, man. Was that you, Soul?
Pretty much Angel rolled so low in a performance check, so I just made him play Doom E1M1. It wasn't a nat 1, but it was...
Back when I was originally a bard and the whole campaign was going to be for shits and giggles, just like to practice for the other one that...
Where is it? Where is it? Give me a
I
moment.
see.
We were
God,
talking to these lovely creatures called noblins.
Alright,
I was talking to Aqua last night, and he was like, yeah.
The energy drink of shit posters.
What are you, sponsored or something?
No, but sponsor me. Give me
Please,
a
I could use free money.
I was talking to Aqua last night, and he was like, yeah, it went from kind of a shitpost campaign to a serious campaign. I'm like, now I'm here. It's going to return.
It originally started as like a shit post just to get Soul into D&D, and then I realized, fuck it. If I'm getting Soul into D&D, I may as well take this seriously. And look at that.
And I appreciate it.
I'm not gonna lie, Soul. I apologized profusely to Aqua beforehand because I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I know how I am. I'm so simple-minded that I just say things or do things, and I'm like, I'm just gonna try and fade into the background to be the NPC. I know that's not going to happen. The literal example I gave Aqua was, I can imagine they're gonna see someone they know and they know not to fuck with, and I'm just gonna like lean down and whisper to someone, that guy seems like an asshole. I want to go kick his ass. It's just like...
into what Soul said earlier in the messages. Let me go find them real quick. I'll show...
I probably wouldn't even whisper it. I would just out loud, this guy seems like an asshole.
Soul,
You know what? I'm
the message that you said, where is it? Let's see here.
You're exposing, dude. Holy shit.
Wait, who scares you? Did we roll up to it? So there are.
Is that what you're talking about?
Characters in this session that scared the fuck out of me now.
Yes. There are 2 characters.
Now I'm terrified.
No,
Hadak?
actually, he said there are toe
Hadak?
characters.
Well, I messed up, my bad. There's 2 characters. Hadak and Hassan.
Oh yeah. Well, you should be scared of someone else as well.
starting to become afraid of Sam as a player, realizing shit.
Realizing the truth behind her. Like, it's literally like,
Yeah, and I'm starting to really wonder why she needed protection from this individual. And as it's setting in, it's like,
it's really like me and my camera right now. This is
I
literally the
I even
relationship
asked
of
Aqua the
life.
same thing.
You don't know anything,
I
and
asked
as you start to understand, she comes into the light.
I asked Aqua the same thing. Like after that session, I was like, "Why did Sam pick me?" And like, fucking, what the hell?
Sam's
Like
not
the way
even
I
that
described
motivated.
my home island was like, there's a bunch of, obviously there's married couples, but they essentially get married, have a child, and done.
die.
That's it. That's all they
Salmon.
do.
You're salmon.
So it was literally like, and it was like Jackson's is or not Jackson's shit. Sorry, that was the uh print placeholder name because that's what I always go with because I'm dumb and I can't come up with names. But fucking, it was Hadak just is walking around single because he didn't like any of the women there.
None of them
So
were
he
strong
never.
enough, and literally. Can we just describe what she did to one of the women who thought she was tough? Have you ever seen the scene from
What was
Demon
her name
Slayer?
again? What was her name again? Fucking.
Have you ever seen Nezuko versus Daki? She literally just in the tournament just started doing that to her. Literally, it was just Nezuko versus
God,
Daki.
there. That
Kick her
tournament
mother
was
down!
that tournament was funny as hell.
It was
I
so
said a
good.
name as like someone is fighting Sam, and all of a sudden it was a woman, and then all of a sudden it was like the announcer's like, that bitch stole my wife. God damn it, why she take the kids?
I just disrespected her.
Oh no, it was because the previous round it was Sam just annihilated someone, and the announcer was just like, I haven't seen anyone that vanish that fast since my wife left me. Yo, why she take the kids, man?
Alright. Sorry, my attention is brought back.
And then, then she grabbed the wife who took the kids, dragged her into the arena, and turned her into a blood firework.
God, I wonder if my island has changed. I mean, I've been away for 4 years. My island was literally like, hey, if someone died, who cares? Blood, like the whole island is just, yeah, bloodshed,
Blood gods!
pretty much.
Oh, I actually got a question for the player of Hadak.
Shoot.
I had all these questions and we got all like one question spurred off, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
So
This happens a lot with me and Aqua.
what is your initial opinions of each character, if I may know?
Of each character,
And then how in they fit together as a party.
like,
you guys don't
character or player?
I'll leave that up to you, either or. I'll take criticism, character, and player-wise.
Let's do the best of both worlds. Do criticism.
I'll
Of the
do both.
character
I'll
and
just do
criticism
both.
Of the player. Yeah.
I would say of Vash, great. Shaggy, intimidating as fuck when I first joined. Literally, the voice, I was sitting there like, oh shit, I gotta come hard with this voice now. Damn, I gotta really, like, I gotta bring this shit. And I was so nervous the whole time with him. Bunny, I already know bunnies, and,
He
you know,
already knows how
this
she
kind of
is.
bunny.
She knows. He knows pretty much.
Yeah,
I've
alright.
done D&D with her before.
Apparently, Bunny already knew I was going to join because Aqua slipped,
I spilled the beans.
and
on
Yeah,
somehow
they did.
forgot. Like, forgot. I must
really into like
have
knowing
forgot.
what's going to happen, or like what I was planning, and then I just slipped up and said Wyatt's gonna be joining us to Soul as well. I was like, oh fuck it.
I shit you not, my face when I heard why I went.
But originally,
Yeah.
I just wanted him to be like just a placeholder to like quote unquote watch Soul and see how he plays.
Yeah. But Bunny's character, I know nothing. The only thing I know is she doesn't like Sam, and I have no idea why.
I don't think
That's what I was
anyone
told
does.
from Aqua. I was just told by Aqua,
Because
yeah, she doesn't like Sam, and I was like,
she's like
fucking
neutral on
okay.
Sam because everyone else wants to protect her. That's the only reason why she's okay with Sam.
I'm not gonna lie, I do get a lot of the names confused. Like Aqua's like, I can't remember which one of the names I always lose. I think
Scarlet.
it's Valen. Yeah, Scarlet and Valentine. I just, for some reason, I can't get my head around it. I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, Scarlet did this. I'm like, who's that again? What? And he's like, oh, it's Valentine. I was like, oh,
Edgy teenager.
huh?
Think about it like this: Scarlet/Valentine, edgy teenager.
Oh, okay, cool. So, but
Writing it down
I
in my
think,
notes. Scarlet slash
I think,
Valentine.
I think Jinx plays Valentine.
Yep.
Um, I haven't really talked to Dakota a whole lot. I know him as Dakota, so that's
Mm.
what I say. So I haven't really talked with him a whole lot. He seems nice to me. Uh, I gonna be honest, I didn't really pay attention if Valentine did anything in the last session.
She did.
It was so.
She tried to intervene in the bar and then got a gun pointed at her. Rolled like what was it?
Mm.
It was a nat 20 or some shit like that. A nat 19, I think.
I just find it funny when I was running out of the bars, fucking Angel's like, I need one of these chairs. These things comfy as fuck. I make these chairs.
So
I make.
I'll explain the whole skit to you once you're done answering. No, I don't.
Yes, you did. You threw it in the bag of holding. Remember?
When?
Not anymore, apparently.
Okay, no. We'll talk about this once he's done answering the question. I must be criticized. I'm not a
So,
masochist. I just need to know.
I've talked to you before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember a whole lot about you. So I
You're
felt
all
like this was
fine.
my first time meeting you again. Probably
You're
for
all
like the third
fine.
time.
Wyatt has the brain fish memory of a gold.
Yep. Unless it's funny. Unless it's funny. If it's funny, I will remember till the end of my days.
Got it. Make you laugh.
Pretty much. So I don't really have any problems with you. I'm happy you really liked my introduction and I made you
I
laugh a
loved it.
lot.
I loved it.
That's my goal with practically everything. I'm like, if they're not laughing, I'm fucking up. Something's not right. Something's gotta change.
I enjoy those interactions a lot.
Now criticize Soul himself.
Criticize me.
I
Give it
just
to me. I
did.
can be better.
I didn't say anything about his character because honestly, with Angel, I feel like it's gonna be more of a okay.
He's more of
Yeah,
like the
you
moral
did.
compass of the group.
You did this
Yeah.
with Sam, but at the same time, I can see you clearly care. I'll let it slide.
Yeah,
I don't really have
Angel is really
problems.
fucking scared for his life. Like,
after she mentioned it and then you said banana and she just turned over to his like
I'm not gonna lie, like I was spacing out the whole time trying to make it like I was gonna say something funny to Soul and then you guys kept talking and I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying to remember the funny thing I was going to say the whole time. So that's why as soon as I got my time to speak, I just said it and I was like, oh shit, I probably should have said something about what just happened. Well, too
no,
late.
you're all good.
But yeah, I don't really have problems. Who else? Who else is Dakota, so Zada, Zaya,
Zendaya.
Zade. Sorry, I'm
No, you're
horrible
all
with
good.
names.
involved.
Uh,
They were drunk just straight off the bat. You fucking drugged them.
I literally told Aqua, I was like, I felt like I stole that show yesterday. Like, he was like, I know the new people didn't really do a whole lot. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I did a whole lot.
As I had said to Wyatt as well in private, pretty much everyone had their like one-offs where if they were the star of the show for like one session. Like Vash, the session before was the star of the fucking show. Like when you guys first met Sam's alter ego, Vash was the star of the fucking show that day.
Mhm.
Beforehand, it was Scarlet. Before that, it was Sonya. Before everyone, it was Angel. His
Angel turned into a god.
for like
Hell yeah.
for a couple of days, a couple weeks actually. An old man died.
Typical. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about Zendaya. I don't.
Rest in peace, cowboy.
I don't think a whole lot happened.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to
That's
interrupt.
okay. All I was saying is I don't really have a whole lot to say.
I can hear the
What?
smile. I can tell the
Shut up.
smile. I heard the smile.
I'll take it. I don't know if I did it, but I'll take it because I'm a greedy bitch.
Hey, you're not
Take
greedy.
whatever you can
I'm
get.
needy.
There's a difference?
That's such a wild thing to say.
Am I looking at you or are you over here?
I'm below you.
This way.
Oh. Aqua, you're looking the wrong way for me. You gotta look the other way, Aqua.
For me, he's right here. So
Yeah,
For me,
you're
this
over
is-
that way for me, but yeah.
For me, this looks really stupid because he's looking at the back of Aqua's head, and Aqua's just looking at him like, what's that over there? Hey,
sorry, I can't acknowledge you anymore.
I think if you really want to get the gist of me, Soul, I told Aqua one day in full seriousness that something I thought of like the day prior was people say like smart or stupid. To me, they're the same thing.
I'm
I've also-
confused,
Why
but
I
I'm
can't remember
intrigued.
exactly what.
Why be dumb
What did I
when
say,
you
Ark?
can be both?
Yeah, I said you can either be smart or stupid. Why not? To me, they're the same thing, is what I said.
Stupidly
Like,
smart.
I can be dumb or smart.
yeah, that was also. There's so many quotes from me not thinking. Like there was one in I said this in front of my classroom, by the way, with full confidence. I had just won like a game, and my friend was in the classroom, and he's like, "Oh, how come he gets another one?" Because I'd won twice, and we were getting candy for prizes. I, with maximum confidence, right, chest out and everything, unwrapping this candy. Not my suck, you suck. And then I saw the guy's face behind him look so confused at me. And then it rendered in my brain the statement. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I messed up.
There was one time Aqua was like, give me a countdown from 3. And I went, 1, 2, skip 2, 3.
This man is a man of many magnitudes, and all of them equal 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you look at like ammunition types. It's like 5.56 3 so on and so forth. I forget the rest of them. 38 special snake shot, 357 magnum. It's just Wyatt. 0.001 caliber, 0.002 caliber.
Honestly, it's a miracle I'm doing as well as I am at school currently. I walked out of the hardest biology test the other day with a fucking 82, and I had no idea what I was doing.
Ayo.
I did not. Okay, actually, I might have kind of cheated on it.
Yeah.
Kahoot. She handed out a Kahoot, and I didn't get to finish it until the class we were taking the test. So I had like 20 questions left on the Kahoot, and she's like, alright, test is out. I'm spamming through questions as fast as I can to get to the end to try and get number 1 so I get points. And so, like, she's handing out the test, and someone looks at me and they're like, hey! I just turned and looked at them like, come on, don't do this. We're in the same class, don't do this. I just smiled at them and looked at them, and they just smiled back and didn't say shit. So I'm like, one question away, the test is out. I'm like, fuck it, I just gotta do the test. I'm like clicking through. I was like the third one done, and I was like, woo! I totally just that test up royally. I walked out with like one of the highest scores in the fucking class. I was like, holy shit.
Why it's so
That's been
dumb
my
and smart.
That's my strategy for every math test this year. I literally cheat on all of the assignments. I have no idea what's happening. I learn the material on the test. Works out. I walk in there like chest out. Yeah, let's get this easy dubs inbound. I'm in the middle of the test. What the fuck is that? Holy shit.
I was the same way in high school.
Somehow I've passed. I
I was
don't.
the only one that in high school, when I would take my test or in any grade, where I would just sit there, look at the question, not know what the fuck it was, then just sit there for another moment, and it was just like 32. Oh, okay.
Every fucking math test I've ever taken, it's like, you got 4 minutes, and I'm like, looking at this, you're like, I have the whole backside of the test to do. Oh shit. And my teacher, I think, made the system that has been my saving grace. She has 5 points per question. If you get the right answer with no work, you get 1 of the points. If you get, or you get 2 of the points, I think. But if you show work and don't get the right answer, you get 3 or 4 out of the points. Literally, that final math test, I've never spewed so much bullshit in my life so fast. I was on the hardest question of the test, on the hardest test in math, and it was like, use other logarithms that you have to find the answer. So I went, bet. I typed on my worksheet, right, my, like,
Fucking
work
write down
page,
that.
and I put the question number, circled it, and I was gonna do it in my calculator. So I wrote what I would do on the calculator, did it on the calculator, and it said error. So I was then just staring at this, and it said, give me
Oh no.
a number with 4 decimal places. So my trademark, 7.3895. Fucking, I don't know how I succeeded on any of these tests. Fucking miracle.
So let's make
And,
let's make the hop back to D&D for one quick moment.
Yeah, sorry.
yes.
So, I preferred those white lights, but sure.
What?
I prefer Soul's lights and white because it's easier to see him.
There you go.
Now he looks angelic.
I know, like the
See?
like the character.
An angel! What?
Also, Soul, I just want to say before I continue with D&D questions,
Yeehaw.
I saw your Snapchat story.
Snapchat story?
What
about
is that?
Stuff that your coworker said.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. Good job.
I was crying. I was crying when I got home.
I'm so proud of you.
What happened?
Pretty much.
Will-
I'll let Soul describe it, actually. So just describe what you've been doing.
Simply put, trying to bulk down. I've always been okay with my body, but I'm going to get rid of the dad bod, and I'm going muscular. For the first time ever in my life, people ask me, "Hey, have you been losing weight?"
Oh,
I cried.
Nice.
But yeah,
You can't hear me clapping. I'm trying really hard.
I can do it with my titties for you.
Me too.
All right, let's go back to D&D.
Thank you, John. Oh, you already know.
All right, let's get back to D&D because you have no official D&D podcast material.
Bouncing to the dice game. What do you think about
Dice
the
game.
dice game?
Holy shit.
Who are you asking?
This one.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, you're pointing the wrong direction for me. There you go.
Both
You,
ways.
so
The
he's asking
dice
you.
game.
This way for me and this way for you guys.
I am not gonna. The dice game was nice. I loved it. I left it to chance at first. I wanted to see how it'd play through.
What dice
I-
game are we talking about? I'm so lost right now.
After everyone
Are we
split up,
talking about the dice game we played yesterday, or the dice game that was played in the bar yesterday?
bar yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, the one where it was like, information.
I really am Hadak. Jesus.
You trade information.
They really wanted that damn rabbit.
and they were about to get her until
I'm not gonna.
I was passively progressing with what would happen with Vash and Hadak, and it was like, yeah, those pirates are in that bar, and you just fucking.
I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to say a joke when you guys were doing the dice game, but I tried to stay quiet because I was just trying to be in the background. Or try. I was trying is the key word. But you're like, oh yeah, he pulled out like this dice and this dice. I'm like, man, they're just playing D&D in the fucking corner. Like, what the hell?
All right.
Over there, I roll initiative. Oh shit, they're playing cards. Sorry.
Can I give like a quick rundown of the vibes of the call as the dice game progressed?
Yeah.
By the way,
So
everyone knows, the dice game pretty much. Let me get my actual dice here. So pretty much, they would roll pretty much 2d6s. One person would roll one, the other person would roll the other, and whoever got higher would win. If they tied, they trade information, so on and so forth. It's self-explanatory, right? Now, when it came down to what Angel's about to describe, I'm assuming what you're about to describe, by the way. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I get to one.
I'm explaining the vibes. You explain what happened if you wish.
Alright. So, pretty much, they rolled 2d12s, right?
For the second roll. Yep.
Yeah. So, pretty much, it was pretty much a higher stakes. I didn't explain what the 2d12s would do, but if you got a 6, you would win halfway what they put on the table. So if he rolled a 6, he'd get half of what you put on the table, which would be final. Or so.
Half of the rabbit.
No, they would have just taken the rabbit because you put.
Nope, only half. Cuts him in half.
You put final, the book, and the bag of money on the table. And he put a devil fruit on the table.
That's why he placed it on the table. Like,
I was so lost this whole time. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, damn, that rabbit worth it.
So, also, in this universe, rabbit folk, I'm going to tell you the price because this is just like something that happened in One Piece. Rabbit folk like her can be sold for about a couple $100 million belly.
So I told him I bought him for 500.
500 gold, which technically, if we're going off of real life money, that gold's probably like a $50. So 50 times 500.
Damn, you got to steal, dude! Holy shit!
You pretty much just
I did steal him. I did steal him.
You pulled the wool over their eyes. Like, oh,
what eyes? They didn't have any.
After you got a hold of them, no. So, go ahead and describe the vibe of the room.
Okay, so first game, it runs decently. Angel is able to just avoid trading the rabbit straight off the bat. Puts on 2 Lugers, which William himself helped put some work on. He put them on the table empty of ammunition because you can never trust yourself. You're in a bar, you're gambling. A loaded gun against facing you can go pretty bad.
You should have just placed it on the table, turned it, and shot him.
We didn't want to fight because the bartender was scary. So, first game, I put up 2 Lugers. The other guy, the journal, and some cash.
Wait, did he get his guns back?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And first game went well, although Angel was able to see something that he still rolled a dice that was not the original.
So pretty much what he had done is he had 2 dice. One, he had them gripped like this. One underneath his pinky, one out like this, so that way he wouldn't know. As he was about to roll, he just swapped them out. And then
Man's really good with his hands.
So am I.
What do you mean by that?
No. First game went over good. But Angel made the mistake of saying, I just can't leave you with 1 game. Take your shit and leave.
I cannot
Angel offered up, kept the book, put the Lugers and the money, and then it turned into betting the rabbit.
He was so
I cannot-
confident that he would have won, by the way.
If I had my microphone on, literally, as soon as you said, "Well, I can't just let you one game and walk away," I was over there. I can. Bye. That's what I wanted.
It was a mistake, but a good mistake because later on Hadak was able to get them. But
Back
this is when the adrenaline started running. Angel said, "No, I'm not going to bet the rabbit." And they said, "Is there someone else you can bet?" And Angel tried to play off the new character they met. Said, "You know what? We just picked up someone who was drunk from the middle of the street. They're not worth anything to us. We'll let you have them." And then Sonya just grabs onto Angel's hand and saying, "Let me do this." And doing one of their spells to try to increase the roll, and Angel was going to attempt to fudge this roll. He took the first one without fudging it, and he won. This time, he's going to ensure it. Goes for the roll.
He also cheated. I rolled the dice over to the side, and he did. Where's the 20? He didn't roll on a 20 for sleight of hand.
Yep.
And I made sure nobody knew it because, so where I had thrown it is I had thrown it over this way. I had grabbed the dice and done this.
I knew there was a dice that rolled without even seeing it. The sound is just, my brain went. As the game went on, I see the dice on the table. I'm thinking, Angel is thinking, hey, we're good. He sees his dice at a 6. There's a chance he may lose, but there's still a significant chance he'll win. He thinks he sees the dice, but then all of a sudden the numbers just get higher. The air in the call, I shit you not. We were all talking, and then it dead silent.
Everyone just went, no. And
Literally, Angel just went, oh shit.
He had done since now it's after session. So how he had cheated is, yes, he did have 2 spare dice in his pocket. He swapped to a weighted one.
Yep, I knew it.
That's fucking smart.
By the way, you now
I would have
have
just
those
kicked the
weighted
table.
dice. You have the weighted stuff he had on him. So pretty much you have.
No, I don't. He took the fucking bag.
Well,
Bag
He took Bill's bag. He has everything.
inside of the
Oh, yeah.
inside of the tiny little bag with all the money in it, there was a spare set of dice, which is what made the metal sound. There was no money in that bag. He wasn't gonna give you.
Oh, that asshole.
He literally just
To be fair-
gave you a spare dice set, but it is a cheating dice set. So
To be fair, you could just come to the shop when I'm putting all my shit back on the walls.
I do have a training with you at some point, but yeah. Just
Oh, boy.
the call got so
everyone
dead
was
silent.
fuck up. And it was like everyone was processing what is about to happen. And then I said, at this moment, he's reaching over the table. The door slings open. Come barreling through the door. Static.
How I described it to Aqua is like I had to kick open the door and duck into this place because I was fucking massive. Just, God,
I
motherfucking.
just felt like you just walked through it at full speed.
I kid y'all not.
The roof end with it.
Final and myself, literally, as soon as we heard Hadak comes bursting through the doors, we inhaled such large breaths, I had to be on mute because I had hiccups. I had hiccups from the surprise of, oh shit, he's here, we're good, we're good.
It's like the plot armor is a thing in D&D. It is. But if your DM knows how to plot armor properly, you're going to have a lot of suspense and you're not going to know what's going to happen. And I played that shit well. I
am the plot armor.
I just had everything flowing around to the back of my brain of what's going to happen.
So I
Well-
told Aqua what he should have done to make it even better and to like maybe hint that I was coming is just occasionally in the dice game you just hear a thud against the wall on the outside. And then when you get outside you just, oh, there's bodies lining
As
the
soon
wall.
as you said that, thunder just rumbled. I'm like, Haddock's
That's
coming.
me. I'm on my way.
Haddock's coming.
Yo,
They don't call me Thunderlogger for no reason, boys.
Thunder thighs.
just go, yeah.
Last
Hell
night's
yeah.
game was amazing. It had suspense, it had laughs, enjoyment. It allowed us to learn a lot more about the world, and had a very wonderful battle scene, which once again, using old Rusty, critical fucking hit. I gotta use that thing more.
Yeah, that thing's like old reliable. You should just rename it to old.
Two shots only, both of them. Natural 20 critical hits,
Also,
plus minimum 7.
I want to ask you, what is your thoughts of being now an arcane archer instead of being the gunslinger?
I'm not gonna lie, being new, I'm completely lost. I'm just lost all hell and back.
Oh, that's fine, but like,
Me
did you
too.
take a look into like everything of like your abilities and whatnot?
The abilities I looked at, it's nice. I still got my shooty bang bangs. It's just now, instead of having to go, fine, I'll spend 200 gold for one fucking ball to fire at someone that will just fucking explode. Now,
You just make
arcade.
them essentially.
Yeah,
Actually, you might if they're just bullets, you could probably ask me to make them,
I was gonna say.
and you just
I
have
have
the.
2 bullets,
With
which
Tinker's tools, you can make these bullets, and pretty much
Mhm.
I have
it's not
Smith
gonna be
tools. Does
like
that work?
it's not gonna be like magic bullets. Is how I'm gonna rule this. I'm gonna more or less rule it like you pop
It's a
these
bomb.
certain bullets in, like why you watch One Piece D&D, right?
Hmm.
You know how Too Spooky has those types of bullets.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
gonna
That's what I
it's gonna
figured
be
you were
ruled.
going for.
It's gonna be ruled like that because he has a musket. Why can't I just do that?
Yeah. So essentially, how it works in that one is he makes the bullets, and that's how you get them every you replenish them.
Yeah, you get 4
So
per long
if
rest.
Aqua wants to roll it, if you don't have Tinkerer's tools, is I could just make them. So I have Smith tools. I don't know if that would work, but
Your smithing tools wouldn't allow you to make these. Smith tools will allow you to make like basic weaponry, armor, and whatnot. So pretty much you can pretty
you
much just give everyone swords and shields and shit.
you called my weaponry basic?
Well, in comparison to the rest of the world,
Excuse me? Yeah, just because I have a sword and nothing else, I don't need anything else.
no,
I am the armor.
no,
Everyone else can have all this fancy.
why I mean like your swords are durable, yes, but they're not that durable.
You have a fucking Adam tree.
Yeah, but that's not what you use to make your swords. You use steel to make
I
them.
use the hilt. That's because I can't find any more things.
Yeah, steel is kind of.
I live on a frozen island.
But
And now a hot island.
eventually you're going to get a hold of new things. By the way, also I love holding my dice like this.
Mhm.
But are you eating, Soul?
Yes,
That's
I've
what I
had
was
food
just
here that I've
wondering.
been. Sorry, is it loud?
No,
No, like,
I
I
just
just
saw
saw you
that
dip down and come back up, and I'm like, he's definitely eating.
either someone's underneath that table.
I had food sitting there since the beginning of the call, and I need to eat it, otherwise
What are
it'll
you
go
eating?
bad. Meal prep for my diet.
God,
Salmon with shit ton of vegetables and rice.
I stopped sharing my food with Aqua and some of our other friends because one day I was eating food and I had 2 burgers and like half a fucking plate of Bush's baked beans, and everyone in the call,
I didn't say
that's a
much
lot of
about it.
beans.
Why? I didn't say much about it. I just looked over and saw a shit ton of beans and was like, oh, wow, that's a lot of beans. Okay.
That's a lot of beans. And then I went back for a plate too, and I had another burger and another like half plate of beans just to finish it off.
It wasn't even a
And they're just
half
like,
plate,
Jesus
right? It
Christ!
was the plate.
Listen, I was fucking hungry, man. I can pack away a lot of food.
So you should totally buy a dice set.
I'll buy a D6 dice set because those are the dice that I've learned to cheat with, and I'll buy that set. I want to show. Everyone apparently has been requesting me to show them how to cheat with dice.
Just buy a normal D&D dice set because they give you D6s.
Oh, you know what? You right.
These came with my dice.
Listen, Soul. I also know how to cheat at dice. I made a D6 dice this year at school, and I fucking cheated it without knowing. I don't know how. I was 3D printing this in the class, and all of a sudden it has to have all 6 sides, right? But the 6th side has my initials on it. So somehow, also, it was the perfect way to showcase this. One of my friends came up to me after we had the dice and goes, let's play a game. He goes, if you roll a 1, 2, or 3, you give me head. If you roll 4 or higher, I give you head. What he didn't know is somehow I removed the 2 and there was 2 5s. And you guess what it landed on?
A 5?
Yeah. So he was like, oh, shit. And I was like, you want to know the trick behind this? And I flipped it over and he's like, a 5. And I was like, I just looked at him and he's like, you motherfucker.
I have another dice, which is just a normal one.
That's how mine looks, but, you know, with 2 5s.
Yes.
D&D
It's
dice
way
is
easier to
dice.
just...
Also, it sounds
Am I going to be able to... Where's my pencil?
We're moving away from D&D again.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wait, so after this, I'll send you a link to the dice set that I bought.
Alright.
They were only like this pair on Amazon is only $7.99. There's hollow ones as well. There's hollow steel ones if you want to get something fancier. Those are like 15,
Don't
20.
drop a steel, like, D4. Fuck your feet, bro. You'll find it lodged in your foot.
It's hollow steel with ends kind of like mine, where it's not sharp and pointed, but it will hurt.
Unless you just get, if you get steel dice, oh my god, you're gonna be like, where'd my D4 go?
Just tell me what type of
It's in my
dice,
foot.
and I'll send you the link to it.
Alright.
There's crimson red ones. There's those hollow ones, as previously stated.
Yeah, funny thing, you guys were like, when I joined the other day, you were like, oh yeah, let's just get back into it so he can see what's happening. And I was like, shit, I have to grab a dice set from all the way across the room. So I just dropped the headphones after I muted and took off to get prepared. And I came back and I was like, oh shit, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not gonna ask.
Oh yeah, bro. So pretty much, to those who don't understand, for this D&D campaign, I'm going to run off of a trust system when it comes to dice rolling, because I know everyone here, and I really don't think any of them is going to cheat besides Zendaya, but I doubt they'll cheat. So pretty much...
I'll stick to digital.
No.
I like digital better.
You don't roll D6s that often. And
That's true.
If you can somehow manage to cheat a D20, I will be impressed. I will let it slide if you can figure out how to do it.
Alright, I'll learn! But
There's a number 9 next to 20. You know, I think it's next to 20. You know that, right?
It's
Yeah.
next to 19.
Oh, still, that's a big fucking difference. But
big difference.
Yeah,
But,
still,
okay, so...
if he somehow
Shit.
figures out how to roll just straight 20s all the time, I'll be impressed.
It's always with the flick of the fingers. It's not even switching out dice. It's always how you roll, which finger you roll it off of, how fast you flick your finger back.
see, the thing with Aqua, and I think he knows this, and I think this is why he's okay with the trust system with me, is I'm a big prioriter of Lady Luck taking the fucking wheel. People are like, oh yeah, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm like, nah, bro, fuck that. Luck, go.
I feel ya. Luck is the reason why I drank lycanthrope dragon blood.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Pure fucking luck turned me into a fucking unstoppable force for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But pretty much, so if you can somehow figure out how to just cheat and always get 20s with these dice, I'll be impressed.
I'll learn it just to prove you wrong, but I'm not going to use it in the game. That I'll give you my.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would make it super unfun if you know, oh shit, I'm just gonna critically succeed everything.
If you somehow manage to figure it out, I will walk my happy ass all the way up to Maryland and hug you. I'll fucking do it. If you figure it out, you're going to do it.
It's gonna take him a while, but he'll get there.
Yeah, maybe a couple weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you. First and foremost, I don't know how long I've been doing this for.
That's it?
Who knows? I mean, unless you guys have any other questions, like this is more or less like ask the DM shit about the world.
We always just got so sidetracked.
Find stuff out if you want. Like, learn information. This is the time that you get to talk to me about stuff.
I think I'll stick with being pretty accurate to
I-
my character and not knowing shit about anything.
I do have a question, but it's not really like for DM in general. It's just like me to you for this session. What fruit are going to be off limits? Because I know the fruit I got. Okay, I'm going to ask this again. Are you sure you don't want a limitation on fruit?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because
Oh,
I
with
can
the
still
roulette
turn
one?
into a dragon.
That doesn't matter.
I can still turn into a dragon.
Yeah, there's eastern, western, southern, northern. Northern is what Sam is. There's the eastern, which is the dragons we know. And then we've got pretty much the southern, which is the opposite of Sam. It's just a slight color differentiation to her. With, I think.
Yeah, that was one he offered me, and I was like, oh, that would have been so sweet if I knew about that. Because that would have made it so much cooler for the couple, but no, it's just Dragon and Magma Man, like,
Shark Boy and Water Girl.
pretty
Lava Girl.
much.
Yeah, pretty much if you guys don't know the lore behind
Lava Boy and Dragon Girl.
Is on the west. Wait, the eastern dragons, they're all like danger noodles essentially. And yeah, and Sam's one of
Master
those.
Shifu, is that you?
And Sam's one of those. So pretty much just picture Kaido from One Piece, and that's pretty much what Sam is.
So what dragon is Conthro?
He's one of the ones we know, except he's technically a wyvern.
Alright. A badass fucking wyvern.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I can see that my brain is expanding, and I can see the moments now of just so much. Damn, that thing looks strong. I'm gonna go kick its ass. And then wait, friend, I swear, stop, pause, time out.
You would know if it was Sam or not, so you wouldn't go throw hands with her. But
I know, but
you see Angel turn into a dragon. It's like, is that another enemy? I'm gonna go kill.
yeah, if I don't see you do it, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I haven't killed one of these before. Let's go.
I mean, do you guys have any other questions?
I guess I have more questions about like the crew as a whole. It's like the only thing, my biggest question currently is, so you guys aren't pirates, you're not anything. How do y'all take to me kind of being a pirate?
Sam is a pirate.
Because I do
Sam
have a
has changed
brony.
a whole lot.
Yeah, I told Aqua that. I was like,
always.
always. But,
Sam was
like-
originally a pirate and stopped the pirate's life because William offered her a way out. But
And then forgot about me.
yeah, but the way out resulted in her forgetting her husband.
Offered a way out, told me to meet her at a fountain in the middle of her town, and I waited 4 years.
Bruh.
Which is
Never showed up.
Which is 8 years in our time.
Bruh.
Oh, the encounter outside of that temple was beautiful. I swear, the person who runs this place told me to come here.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit. Swear. I don't know. But like, yeah, how do you think, I guess they don't exactly know I'm a pirate just yet, but from like,
You're a gladiator.
I got from grabbing, yeah, I'm a retired gladiator technically. But since I think I went to grab the dice and I came back, and that's when you guys were talking about like you're not pirates, you're not mercenaries, you're not.
Ah, that talk.
Did you like?
Yeah.
Why did you like Drake?
Who?
Drake, bro.
Who's Drake?
Does that make us? Sea mercenaries?
Huh?
Oh, we weren't there for it. Never mind.
It must not have been.
And so,
But
what did you think of Drake?
Evan,
I don't recall Drake off the top of my head at the moment. I sincerely apologize. Could you give me a quick reminder?
Literally, him and Vash were doing push-ups off of barrels.
Oh yeah, Drake, the fucking
Red-haired
fuck boy.
who was just there for Valentine. Yeah.
He was interesting.
What did you think of him asking Vash? Does that make us sea pirates? Sea mercenaries?
I was done with their bullshit. That moment is when Angel spoke up. It doesn't matter what the fuck we are. We have something we need to do. Let's get on it.
Sea mercenaries sounds cool. Okay.
I feel like if Hadak is done with his Colosseum days, then he would more than likely be a pirate because he doesn't like people. For instance, for example, his hometown literally had no ruler, right?
The only
There was
ruler
no ruler over his whole.
him.
Yeah, Hadak was technically the ruler by everyone didn't want to fuck with him,
You fuck with
but
the town, you fucked with him.
pretty much there was no one ruling over his island, and he doesn't like the idea, and his whole town hates the idea of royalty and the celestial dragons and shit like that. So, if anything, he would choose to be a pirate because he wants to be free. He wants to have the choice to do whatever the hell he wants.
So you guys are kind of forced into pirate's life because Sam's on your ship. Keep her below decks at all times. No one needs to know.
Also, Aqua, you never told me what my updated bounty was.
Oh yeah.
I know my old one was 150 million.
Yours is gonna be 250 million.
As I was Beastman Haddock.
Yours is 250 million.
And what's on the poster now again?
It's still gonna be Beastman Haddock. They haven't changed it, and they aren't going to change it. For a
Holy shit, what is that?
That is Araconthra.
Mhm.
A who?
The
Araconthra.
on his head now.
Oh.
Take a look at the bottom left. That's the skull of a human.
Nice. I'm blind.
I'm blind too. It's okay.
No, you're not.
I literally, if I close my right eye, everything gets really blurry, and I see doubles of people.
Okay, he is.
I am. It's my right eye that is my dominant eye.
I'm blind also, but I don't wear these.
I probably should wear some, but I think my blindness, honestly, this is gonna sound really stupid when I say it nowadays. I think my blindness honestly comes from the fact that when I was a kid riding on the bus, I used to have competitions with someone to see who could stare at the sun the longest.
You fucking dumbass!
Before looking away, we're just like, alright, bet, I'll give you my Lunchables tomorrow, fucker, if you
Wait,
succeed.
did we? No, wait, we didn't end. We got off track again.
We can end.
Well, yeah, I was just asking, like, what you guys were thinking about pirates.
Yeah. So this is more or less a question from.
Like, what's your opinion, Soul?
Yeah, this is.
My opinion or Angel's opinion?
It would be.
Both.
It would be Angel's opinion, really, because the pirate's life wasn't for him, but now it is.
Pirates, woohoo!
We're-
Angel doesn't give two shits. He lived in a world where pirates were a thing of the past. He doesn't care. Angel has one goal in mind. He'll keep promises he makes to people, but doesn't matter what he does, what he has to do. He's
So
going
funny.
to tell.
I just had the mental picture of just the team of just Vash, Sonya, Scarlet, Angel, Sam, Haddock, just sprinting down the middle of a town. We are not pirates. We are not pirates. We are not pirates.
That's not exact. That would not happen at all. I would totally be.
Pirates. We are pirates. We are
I
pirates.
am a pirate! Just cut someone in half.
Us chasing after Haddock as he's running down the street drunk and naked. We're not pirates!
I am too!
No!
Don't listen to him, he's drunk! Fuck!
Don't listen to him. He's sober.
He's sober. Yeah, honestly.
No, it's just something Hadak said. It's like, don't listen to Angel's like, don't listen to him. He's drunk. Hadak turns around. Don't listen to him. He's sober.
I do want Haddock and Angel to be friends because I feel like that's what would happen. He would. I honestly think he would for the first like maybe half a week would be a little salty towards Angel for the thing in the forest, but I would too, and then it would be like, okay, shit happens, whatever.
Life
Moving on.
sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, but I just wanted to let you know. So essentially the training that happens is okay. Line up the cannonballs. All right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna try and punch it. Either put a hole through the cannonball or knock it
Or
away.
deflect it.
Once you get
knocking it
with
away, if
punching-
Angel just grabs it and then throws it, just like, oh yeah, I touched it.
Here's what we're gonna do for Angel. Angel's gonna be shooting shooting certain types of magic bullets at them.
Dude, fucking Soul, I have to explain to you how funny it was to me last night
Yeah, you're
when
gonna be
I didn't know Aqua had already told you. I didn't know Aqua had already told you about Sam and Haddock. So I was literally just picturing like you're having trouble sleeping one night, and all of a sudden you just hear fucking like Sam down below, shoot him! Fucking just shoot him! Or just the guards are like, are you sure? Like, and then you just hear that that's your husband. You're like, oh, what? As just Sam's like, yes, shoot him right